enjoyed the last 100 yards that I knew that I'm about to win an Irish National.
This is a crowning win for Ricky Doyle and Dermot McLaughlin as Freewheelin Dylan.
Ahead of the 2026 BOYLE Sports Irish Grand National, I've come to Fairyhouse to have a ride around the track with Ricky Doyle on his Grand National winner, Freewheelin Dylan. Ricky, this brings back fond memories.
It does, yeah. Back down at the start for it. It's a lot more calmer here today now than it was on the day.
Yeah, it is. 30 runners pack in here. It's quite a tight space, Ricky, for the start of the race, but the start is probably 50 or 100 yards further on than where we're walking now. 30 horses circling around here, but it does make a huge difference when you turn nice and quietly. You have that straight line to walk in and to start the race.
Yeah, 100%. Like that, I don't think it'd work if we were trying to start it around the bend or anything like that. I think we'd be in plenty of trouble, but yeah, plenty of commotion down here, but once we're all turned and facing the starter, everyone get in the line where they want to be, and as you said, you have 50 yards of going straight before you hit the starter, and then 9 times out of 10 you're away.
It makes a big difference, and you got the dream start on Freewheelin Dylan, out the gate first.
Yeah, like that. First ride in the race, and everyone, how important the start is, and then trying to attack them first 3 fences and find your position. Of course, we had a false start the first time, but I was nearly down at the first fence by the time I got pulled up, so I had a willing partner on the day anyway, and yeah, we got away the second time and exactly where we wanted to be. Attacked the first 3 fences. Everyone kept saying how the speed you go over the first 3 fences is pretty frightening, so I went down to the first upsides in front and landed and kept going and kind of waiting then for just where's everyone else type of thing, and from there then was able just to put the bit up in his mouth and kind of start riding the race then.
Let's ride on a bit further. He knows where he is, Ricky. Still plenty of pep in his step. He's 14 years of age now. Talk to me when you got to Ballyhack the first time. You said how about getting out the gate fast, getting into a rhythm, 3 good jumps up to Ballyhack. You were in control of the race then. You were where you wanted to be, and everything starts to settle down then once you turn the corner at Ballyhack.
To be honest, he was kind of doing it all. He was winging fences, and I suppose it was the lads behind me that when they were kind of jostling for a position as the race developed, they were actually driving my lad on. They were putting the bit back into his mouth, and then he'd wing a couple of fences, get a length or 2 clear, spit it back out, so he was filling himself back up. Like that, as we got along, kind of 5, 6 out, as the lads were jostling, I started getting racing, which I didn't want to do, but wing the 3 along the bottom as well, and from there it was a case of just sit as quiet as possible and keep filling them up as much as possible. Wing the 4th last, and because here lads behind starting to get a bit agitated, and I was thinking, and even though impossible to come up Fairyhouse 3 times up the straight, I still had that, are we finishing now? Because I was still full of running.
That's all you're dreaming for. When you have that much horse under you going to the 3rd last, 2nd last and the last, you're praying you're going to beat them on a good stride, and that he's not going to let you down at any stage.
Yeah. I suppose I had a very willing partner, and I wasn't going to interfere with him. I gave him his head and just kind of kept the revs up as much as possible. I suppose I was still quickening going to the line that I enjoyed the last 100 yards, that I knew that I'm about to win an Irish National.
Right, come on Ricky, we'll go for a little canter. Freewheelin Dylan now 14, I'm on Super Sunday who's 16. 2 of them having the life of Riley. Freewheelin Dylan is with his owner, and I'm Super Sunday leading all my babies. Retired jockeys, Richie, get forgotten a lot quicker than retired horses.
That's a fact, but you see that like with the likes of the festivals when the race course is organised for ex-champions to come and have a parade, like the parade ring is often more fuller then than it is when the actual race horses are going around, which is great to see.
It is, you see it at Dublin Horse Show every year when the people stand 10 deep around ring 1 to watch the racehorse to riding horse class, and like the Christmas show in Emerald done by Trowella, that's a fantastic show. The crowds that were at that this year were fantastic.
You've obviously won English Grand Nationals, Gold Cups, but to win Irish National not too far from your home, that must have been one of the top things on your CV?
It's up there with them all, you know. 'Cause I remember coming here as a kid to watch Desert Orchid in '91 with my father, and I never thought it had happened to me. I'd ridden a lot of nice horses in it and had no luck. I was second one year, but then when I was told our Duke was going for the Irish National, I was very excited about it, and he was well backed on the day, fancy favourite. Gigginstown had 14 or 15 runners in the race, and the Cooper family had a real good chance. And from the minute we jumped the 5th last, I knew all I had to do was get over the next few fences. I had that much horse underneath me. It's the old saying, a handicap, a graded horse in a handicap, and that's what he was. You know, he was a very, very good horse. And as soon as I landed the back of the last, all I wanted to do was put my stick into my left hand to get ready to wait to the comments.
The Boys Sports Grand National goes to our Duke by 10 lengths.
2 full circuits of Fairyhouse done, and you've just won the Irish Grand National. What thoughts went through your head straight away after the race?
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. This is the dream. This is what your early mornings, everything that you ever sacrificed didn't matter because you've done it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And we walk back in, as the winner pulls up here, you're surrounded. When you won, and I know it was during COVID, were the huntsmen with you?
Huntsmen were with us, yeah. So, which was nice, and like that, plenty of lads came over. They kind of forgot about COVID and high fives and all of that.
Took me about 5 or 10 minutes to get, you know. I pulled up over there.
Yeah, you did, yeah. But no, like, I think it seemed like everyone was delighted that if it wasn't them, it was me type of thing, you know. So
yeah.
which was nice. We were out there for a couple of minutes getting our pictures taken and kind of pinching ourselves. So it was nice that when we were making this walk back in, that everyone that was at Fairyhouse at the time made their way out to the parade ring.
And I suppose that was the one downside to the whole thing, was it was during COVID. There wasn't that many more people here that day than there is today, you know. So
yeah, but I suppose everyone kind of made it special. We weren't even in the weigh room. We were up in the Bobby Joe stand, so yeah. And anyone that was back in the weigh room, they all kind of lined up there, so we got a good applause there. But it was kind of something that I didn't really know what I was missing. It didn't bother me until the following year. I had no ride in the race. I watched the race with Dermot McLaughlin. He won it again with Lord Lariat. Yeah. And the reception he got, which he deserved, and you know, I'm delighted, but I was kind of like, I'm craving that now. That's what
you want.
That's what exactly. I want. Yeah, you know, I want to. I want to more than the Cheltenham win or anything. I'd love to win it again to get that reception.
This walk is what every jockey wants on Easter Mondays, to walk back in here after winning the BOYLE Sports Irish Grand National. Ricky, have you ridden the race this year yet?
Nothing down on paper anyway, so Gary Cribben has a bit of work to do.
But Gary Cribben want to pull his finger out, because you can't leave an Irish Grand National winning jockey sitting in the weigh room.
No, exactly, and I don't think I want to go to Cork either, so I'd happily come here for any type of horse to have a ride in the race.
Yeah, every horse, as you know, on 150 to 1 shot, every horse in the BOYLE Sports Irish Grand National has a chance.
Exactly, yeah.